Welcome to the I Am One podcast. On today's episode, we're sitting down with the truly awe-inspiring Dr. Nicole Taylor, the medical director for PSI's Psychiatric Consultation program and an executive member at large for the PSI Board of Directors. We'll chat about her experience with undiagnosed postpartum anxiety after becoming a mother, identifying gaps in medical care, and all of the ways that she's supporting folks, including parents and providers, even if that means inventing support that doesn't yet exist. She quite literally does it all. And yes, don't worry, we made sure she has time to sleep. It was such a pleasure to record this conversation, so without any further ado, please sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode with our friend, Dr. Taylor. Dr. Nicole Taylor, welcome to the podcast studio. We are absolutely thrilled to be sitting here with you today. Our listeners don't know, but we are recording a double episode today. One all about you and one about a very special program. Dr. Taylor, you play a very special role on PSI's Perinatal Psychiatric Consultation program, but we're not here. Well, we are going to talk about that today, but this is an episode where we also get to ask you about your feelings and your lived experience and things like that. But we'll talk about both today. So we are so thrilled that you're here and that you agreed to hang out with us in the podcast studio for so long today. So thank you for being here.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Okay, Dr. Taylor, please introduce yourself to our guests. What's your name? Do you like long walks on the beach? What do people need to know about you?
What's your zodiac sign? I'm kidding.
Well, I am Dr. Felice Nicole Taylor. I do go by Nicole, my middle name. My preferred pronouns are she, her, and hers. I am a board-certified psychiatrist with expertise in perinatal mental health, which means that I focus on the diagnosis and treatment of mental health conditions during pregnancy and the postpartum period. I've been practicing psychiatry for approximately 20 years, and I started receiving additional training and experience in perinatal psychiatry in 2014. I received my PMHC, Perinatal Mental Health Certification, from Postpartum Support International in 2018. I've been married 23 years to my wonderful husband, and I have two amazing children, a daughter aged 20 and a son who is 16 years old. I currently live in Jacksonville, Florida, where I am employed for the North Florida, South Georgia VA health system, and I am affiliated with the University of Florida.
Wow. You are a busy woman.
Mm-hmm.
Holy cow. And now I feel really lucky that we get, over an hour of your time today. Thank you so much for telling us all about that. I am wondering if you can tell us what role perinatal mental health disorders played in your life personally, professionally. You mentioned, I guess on the professional side, you mentioned that you've been in psychiatry for 20 years, but it wasn't until 2014 that you started focusing on perinatal psychiatry, right? So what role has it played personally and professionally?
So I'll talk about personally first. I experienced some postpartum anxiety around the time of the birth of my daughter 20 years ago. I had an emergency C-section related to failure to progress. I was dilated, but she was just not moving down the birth canal. I evidently have a small pelvis, and she has a very big head.
Oh, no, that's not a good combination. Dang it.
Follow up. Does she still have a big head? I'm kidding.
Yes. But anyway, so my blood pressure was rising, and my medical team decided that it would be best to do a C-section to prevent any further complications. It was definitely not what I had planned for or expected, and so that led to some anxiety.
Yeah.
A couple of days after being discharged home, I began to have problems breathing.
Oh, wow.
And I was rushed back to the hospital where I was told that I had pulmonary edema. That means too much fluid on your lungs.
So in the lungs, there's too much fluid.
Yes, too much fluid in the
wow.
lungs. You're not supposed to have fluid in the lungs at all.
Right. Just air, no fluid.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So they explained to me that I had probably received too much IV fluids while I was waiting for the C-section and in the recovery process. And so the fluid had built up in my lungs and I could not breathe.
Oh, no.
They had to put me on some medications and I had to stay in the hospital a couple of days, which meant that I was not with my precious baby girl.
Ooh.
And that led to more anxiety.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so then when I did get to go home to my baby, I had problems with breastfeeding, which led to more anxiety.
Great.
So,
Shoot.
yeah. So at the time, despite being in my last year of psychiatry training, I did not know that I was having a perinatal anxiety disorder.
Right.
I was having panic attacks and I had not experienced them before,
Oh.
but I didn't know what to do about it. At the time, I didn't seek any help. I kind of pushed through it because I didn't know about PSI back then.
Mhm.
Right.
It was only after I attended my first training conference with PSI in 2013, which is almost 9 years later,
Yeah.
that I fully understood what I had been experiencing and that there was help out there for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's the personal story.
So when you were having like panic attacks, did you mention that to a doctor, like at any check-ins or anything like that? Or
Yeah, so I did. I told my OB,
mm-hmm.
I told the pediatrician,
Mm.
and they were like, oh, well, you're a doctor. You'll be okay. You're in psychiatry.
Oh, no.
Don't you know what this is? You know a panic attack can't kill you. So, and that's true. I did know that, but knowing and experiencing are two very different things.
Oh, yeah.
And so thankfully I had the support of my family and I had friends and, you know, I knew some ways that I would manage other people's anxiety. So I
Right.
used some of those skills on myself. But I think because people thought that, hey, she's a doctor or going to be a doctor, that somehow I was immune to having a serious condition that was affecting me psychiatrically, emotionally, and physically.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, there's a difference between knowing something and feeling something. And when you're on the feeling side, it's kind of hard to know what to do. I mean, we've talked to lots of providers who supported folks in the perinatal period. And then, you know, when they experienced postpartum depression or anxiety or OCD, it was really hard to kind of tell what was going on at first and then come up with a game plan, and have had also feelings of like, wait a second, I'm the professional here. I should know what to do. But you got it's interesting to hear that you got that feedback, but you're a professional. You should know. You should know what to do. You're a provider. You should know the game plan.
Yeah. So that kind of leads into how I got involved with this field.
Yeah.
After experiencing that, obviously my spidey senses were on. You know, that, hey, maybe I'm not the only one that goes through this.
Yeah.
So I'd like to tell you a little bit about how I first heard about PSI and then how that works into my professional part of
Great.
all of this. Okay. So I had experienced that, of course, with my daughter. And I was doing some general psychiatry, you know, along the way. And I began working with families that were experiencing perinatal mood and anxiety disorders around the end of 2013. I still, to this very day, remember my first perinatal patient.
Oh.
She came into my office. It was a young woman. She came into my office at the university. I was working in the outpatient psychiatry clinic, and she was just in tears. I mean, just inconsolable tears, to the point that at first I couldn't even figure out why she was there.
Oh.
So she was just out in the lobby just crying, and they were like, hey, Dr. Taylor,
Help. Help.
Can you help me here? So I went out there and got her. And, you know, after she kind of calmed down and I made her feel more comfortable, she told me that she had a history of bipolar disorder and that she had been stable on medications with another psychiatrist in the community for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
She found out that she was pregnant, and that doctor told her to stop all of her medications. just cold turkey.
Uh-oh.
He told her that her baby was going to be, quote, messed up because she had taken, quote, dangerous medications while she was pregnant. And didn't she know that she should not have gotten pregnant on those medications?
Oh, wow.
So, of course, this is a doctor that she had trusted, that she had been with for a long time, who basically said, don't come back to me until you're not pregnant again.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, just let that sink in for a minute. She was absolutely devastated.
Yeah.
And when she shared the story with me, I was horrified. We were both in tears at that point. Because I could not believe that something so terrible could happen to someone, especially knowing what I had experienced.
Right.
I could only imagine how much more difficult it would be for someone who wasn't in the medical profession to have to go through something like that.
Right.
So she did stop all of her medications, and her mental health symptoms got much worse very fast. And on top of that, she was worried that she had, quote, damaged her baby. So I knew that I had to help her. There was no way I was letting her walk out of that room without me finding some way to help her. But I also realized that I needed help trying to help her.
Yeah.
I had not been taught what I needed in training or had enough experience in my own practice yet to feel comfortable handling, such a sensitive and complex situation.
Right.
So that's when I found PSI, Postpartum Support International, on Dr. Google. Yes.
Yeah.
You just got on the internet and you were like, well, what do I do with this?
Yes. So, after I talked with her and calmed her down, I was very honest with her. I said, this is a horrible story. I've got to help you. I don't know how to help you. So we're going to come back next week. We're going to make sure you're safe, and you come back next week. And I'm going to have a game plan, and we're going to get through this. So.
Oh, wow.
I got the chills.
Yeah, I know. I keep getting goosebumps, too. I'm like trying to stay focused on the conversation here.
So during that time, I started doing some research about treating bipolar disorder and anxiety in pregnancy. I found a webinar online that PSI was hosting, and I attended that.
Who taught that webinar?
It was, I'm not sure. Of course, it was Birdie and some other people back then, but I don't remember exactly who was teaching.
That sounds right.
But anyway, I did start doing some research. Of course, I came up with a game plan, talked to the mom and her partner, and we agreed that she had not done anything to damage her baby, that this was, not her fault, that we were going to do everything we could to help her be healthy, to help the baby be healthy, to help the family be healthy. And so we formed a partnership and we worked through it together. And interestingly, I was with her for about 10 years after that, through a couple of other pregnancies. So
wow.
It was amazing. So that's how I got into PSI, and that's how I got into perinatal mental health. I went to a live class that very year. Like, I think I saw her in August or September, and PSI happened to be in Orlando, which is only an hour and a half from me, like the next month, doing the Components of Care 2-day class. So I was sitting there in the front row.
You were like, clear the calendar, taking notes.
Yes. All the information. And what's ironic is that 3 years later, I was teaching that class.
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
So that is how I got to PSI. That is how I started working with my families. That's how the professional side of things started.
Yeah.
Wow. And it's only gone up from here.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just thinking about every other episode we've recorded and how every single volunteer, every single advocate becomes the thing that the person that they needed, like become the resource in your community that you needed, become the peer support that you needed. And you're like, we need a psych consult program, right? I'm going to be a part of it so that I could have had someone to call. I love it.
Yeah.
So could you tell us a little bit about, you've touched on it, but we always ask how folks are supporting people in the perinatal period now. So you've mentioned that you're, 3 years later after taking the class, you're teaching the class. What else do you do here at PSI? Can you tell us about that?
So, yeah, I've got
Everybody sit down. It's going to be a minute. Nicole is busy. Yeah.
Wendy likes to ask me to do things. Wendy is our president and CEO of PSI and just a wonderful person. And she loves to help others. And she likes to get me to help others.
You like helping others too. You guys are.
Yeah.
So, in my role for PSI, I am the current medical director and board liaison to the Psychiatric Consultation program. I'm also a member of the executive committee. I am the member at large, so I sit on the inner board of the big board.
Oh,
got it.
I've been a member of the PSI Board of Directors since 2022. My past roles include being the chair of membership and professional outreach, because I want to make sure that people know about these services.
Yeah.
Yes.
Involved. I also was a subject matter expert for the PMHC exam, which means that I helped to develop the content and write the questions for the PMHC exam. Like I said earlier, I received my PMHC in 2018. So I was one of the very first psychiatrists to get the PMHC certification, because I believe we started around September. That's when I got my certification. And I do want to come back and make sure we talk about the certification and why that's important too. So remind me of that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Also, I've been a member of the PSI Annual Conference Committee. So I plan our annual conferences and pick the speakers and the posters, etc.
Oh.
And as I've mentioned, I am one of the faculty trainers for PSI. So I teach the 2-day components of care training, which is that one that I went to in Orlando that first time. And I also teach the 6-hour advanced course on psychiatric pharmacology. So that's like the deep dive into medications and more severe illness.
And that's the day 3 that, like, if you're a prescriber, that's the one you need, right?
Yes, exactly. So that's what I do for PSI. But outside of PSI, I'm still very much engaged in the perinatal world. I mentioned to you that I work for the VA here in Jacksonville, Florida. I see women veterans for preconception, pregnancy counseling, evaluation and medication management in pregnancy, postpartum, and breastfeeding. I teach psychiatry residents and medical students about perinatal mental health through the University of Florida. I am also the women's mental health champion for my VA.
Whoa.
Yes. So I teach my
Dr. Taylor.
So I teach my colleagues about how to recognize and treat perinatal mental health disorders. I act as the primary contact for any concerns regarding women's mental health. And I help to develop the programs and services for women veterans. Outside of that, during my free time, I like to help reduce the stigma of mental health, particularly perinatal mental health disorders. So I volunteered to speak in the community. I speak at schools and churches and support groups and anybody that is willing to listen to me, basically.
Oh.
That is amazing.
Do people just, if somebody is interested in you speaking, do they just, Nicole, do you have a secretary? I mean, I'm just like, okay, are we going to drop her email address in the show notes, or are people going to flood?
I do not have a secretary. I might need one. But you can find me on LinkedIn. That's probably the best professional social platform to find me on. And I do get random calls and emails at my job everywhere about having to speak. So
I was just thinking, I know my, friends and family and neighbors and acquaintances know that I'm a perinatal mental health advocate, and people randomly reach out to me, but I'm just like, wow, I bet you're really getting hit up, people.
Right? Do you get stopped in the grocery store?
I do sometimes, because I wear my PSI t-shirt saying you're not alone. And people ask me questions and I will give them a whole lecture about perinatal health. So.
Actually, you told us a funny story about bumping into somebody at was it a fair or something, or
Yeah, I was at a seafood festival visiting my daughter down in South Florida where she goes to school, and a random lady just walked up to me and said, "Hey, do you know about 988, which is the Veterans Crisis Line, Suicide Prevention Line, etc.?"
Yeah.
And so I told her all the stuff I knew about it and what a great service it was. And I said, "Did you know that you could also be connected to the National Maternal Mental Health Hotline?" And then I started telling her everything I knew about perinatal mental health.
Next thing you knew, Dr. Taylor and this new friend pulled up a chair. You know, they were at their own table. Don't disturb. They were gone for 3 hours. No, I'm just kidding.
She was doing a podcast and she just happened to find the one psychiatrist standing in line for a lobster roll that wanted to talk about perinatal mental health.
Isn't it so interesting, the people we run into and the conversations we have? Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. I've been on the news. I've written for some local newspaper articles and blogs.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's interesting where you can spread the word.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are we your first podcast?
This is the first official podcast because she had a podcast and she just asked me about the 988, but this is my first interview, a full interview.
Oh, well, yes. You've come to a professional place here. We've been doing this for 2 years. Yeah.
We're going to ask the hard-hitting questions.
We do. I had a follow-up question. Oh, my follow-up question is, are you sleeping?
Yes.
Very important question.
I believe in self-care. So I eat, I sleep, I take time out for myself because if I didn't do those things, I wouldn't be able to take care of other people. So yes.
Briefly, in that great, explanation of all the amazing things that you are doing to support folks in the perinatal period and providers as well, you mentioned a couple things. I was wondering if you could kind of give us a quick little elevator pitch for what is the Psych Consult program that you've played such an integral role in creating here at PSI. Could you tell us about that? And then also, I think you wanted to mention PMHC.
Yes. So the Psychiatric Consultation program is a free program for medical providers who are prescribers and have questions about mental health care related to pregnancy and postpartum. For instance, a provider, an OBGYN, family practice, midwife, or APRN might have questions about whether medicine is safe in pregnancy or breastfeeding. They may have questions about whether a specific case that they are taking care of meets the criteria for a certain diagnosis, or they may have questions about resources that would be helpful for their patients. So the Perinatal Psychiatric Consultation program is a group of experts who are available to share our knowledge and our resources and our experience with other medical providers to take care of their patients.
Oh, that is incredible. So this is like just a free service. If somebody is trying to make a complicated decision to help support a patient and they're like, okay, I need to pick somebody else's brain. Mm-hmm. I'm going to call and kind of explain the situation, or not call.
Schedule, yeah.
Yeah, schedule an appointment to talk to somebody and kind of just talk through the best plan. That's great. Oh my gosh.
Yes. And if there is a medical provider out there who needs to use our resources, they can go to the website, the PSI website, postpartum.net. And click on professionals and you will see the program there. They can self-schedule a consultation time with one of our experts in the field. And we are more than happy to help support and discuss any questions that they may have.
That's incredible. We'll put a link in the show notes for folks to find that on PSI's website. We've also, earlier today, recorded a very special episode all about just that program. So I'll also leave a link in the show notes to that episode. If anybody is really interested in hearing kind of a more in-depth explanation, we ask you some more specific questions about the program, they can listen to that. It's a quick listen, 15, 20-minute episode all about that program. So we'll put a link to that in the show notes as well.
Yes, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I did want to mention about the PMHC because a lot of people might not be familiar with that.
Yeah, what does that stand for?
Says the person with the cert.
Says the person with the cert. Oh my goodness. The Perinatal Mental Health Certification, or PMHC, recognizes individuals who have proven their competency to help moms, dads, and families experiencing perinatal mood and anxiety disorders. So it basically provides a structure for the education and training, as well as an evaluation to make sure that providers are using the evidence-based information to provide the best care to this special population. It's been out since 2018, like I said. We have hundreds of people that are certified, and you do not have to just be a psychiatrist. We also have therapists and some other allied health supportive people who work with perinatal families that receive this certification. And you can check out the website for more information about that.
Exactly. We'll put a link to that in the show notes as well for anybody interested in learning more or getting started on your training to earn your PMHC.
I mean, I know what our next special episode is going to have to be about. We're going to have to bring someone in here and talk about PMHC things.
Yeah.
But right now, I want to talk to Dr. Taylor about how she takes her water.
Oh. And before we hop into the lightning round, is there anything that you wanted to mention? Any questions that we didn't ask that you wish we asked? Anything that you want to add before we get real personal?
No, I think we covered everything that we wanted to describe. Of course, I could talk about this for hours and days and weeks. So, you know, if you want more information, just ask and it will come. So.
You also mentioned, Dr. Taylor, the PSI annual conference. We'll put a link to the show notes in that. That's coming up in mid-July. In 2025 for anybody listening to it. But look out for that every year. If folks missed the conference this year, it happens every summer, various locations. So we'll put a link to that part of our website. We always have information about where the annual conference is taking place. If you can't make it, you can you register and get access to recordings later? Also, if you're not able to be there in person. So
yes, we can. We're in New Orleans this year.
Oh, yeah.
Having a really good time. So we would love for everybody to come out.
We're real excited for that this year. Yeah. Well, I think it's time. Emily, are you ready? Dr. Taylor, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
For the lightning round?
Yes. Excited about the lightning round.
All right. First question. Besides this podcast, what is your second favorite podcast if you were to recommend one to folks listening? And it doesn't have to be perinatal mental health related. It can be, but it doesn't have to be.
Yes. Well, it is.
Okay.
I live and breathe perinatal mental health.
Okay. Cool.
So it is the Mom and Mind podcast.
Yes.
She's a very dear friend and has so much knowledge and expertise that she shares with everybody. So if you have not checked it out, please check out Mom and Mind with Dr. Kat.
Oh my gosh. You know what I saw the other day? I think it was just this week that Dr. Kat has been podcasting for 9 years this week and, has over 400 and some odd episodes. If you are interested in anything perinatal mental health related, you will probably find some sort of specialized topic on her podcast. And it was the first podcast that a mutual friend of Emily and I recommended to me when I discovered that there was such a thing as a perinatal mental health advocate, that there was a whole world out there where folks, focus on supporting folks in the perinatal period. And I wanted to know more. I was like, what do I read? What do I listen to? I had little kids at the time. And so it needed to be, what can I listen to in my earbuds? It is incredible because it's great for parents. It's great for providers. I wanted to know all the things. And just as, I'll just say, as a non-provider, it was digestible. I understood it and I learned things. And whether you're a provider or not, you learn things. Well, this just turned into a Mom and Mind podcast promo.
Advertisement. I know. It's because we're all fans. What are you going to do?
Sponsor us. I'm just kidding. We love you, Dr. Kat. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Great suggestion.
Okay. Are you currently binge watching, reading, or listening to anything really good? I have gotten so many great, next thing to watch on Netflix or Hulu or whatever because of this question. I love it. Tell me.
I am currently binge watching Jenny and Georgia.
Oh, God, yes.
It is a series about a complicated relationship between a young mother and her teenage daughter. There are all kinds of secrets and murder and all kinds of things in there. But it also has themes about identity and mental health. So I am in season 2 of 3, but season 4 is coming out this year. So I'm getting caught up.
Oh, the countdown. Yes.
It's really nice. I love starting a new show if there are a few seasons. Because you know what? The worst thing is, really getting into a show and there only being one season. And then you gotta wait.
Exactly.
Remember once upon a time when we only could watch one episode a week?
Barely. I mean, no, I do remember. It was real tough.
And we couldn't run to the bathroom or you'd miss something. I mean, it was a whole...
Oh, my God.
I've tried to explain this to my kids. They just don't understand the things we went through.
They don't understand.
Anyway, I'm really glad to hear that there are 3 or 4 seasons for you, Dr. Taylor. Okay, do you have a favorite parenting hack?
So I am always looking for some kind of life hack because, life is just hard in general.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it took me a while to think of something, but my parenting hack is always keep wet ones with you and a trash bag in your car. Because life is messy. And it doesn't matter if your kid is like a baby, a toddler, or a 20-year-old, you are going to need the wet ones and the trash bag.
Okay, you heard it here first.
The other day, I went to Costco and I needed the wet ones because my hands were all sticky.
Exactly.
Yep.
I didn't have it. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's my hack.
Wet ones. Sponsor us.
Wet ones. Sponsored by Wet Ones. And trash bags.
Any version of wet ones doesn't have to be the name brand.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. What is one way that you will show yourself some radical love?
So you heard me mention earlier that I always believe in taking care of myself. Okay?
Yes.
So that is like part of my daily plan. So today, before we even started this process, I took some time out. I had my coffee out on the patio where I could feel the sun, listen to my wind chimes playing, watch the water. And I was just being still and accepting what the universe was going to give me today. So,
oh my goodness.
I started the day out right.
Wait a second. Are you at the beach?
I live right on the river and I'm about 2 miles from the beach. So very close.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to be where Dr. Taylor is.
You're always welcome. I have an extra guest room.
Okay, well.
Road trip.
The pod squad's going to show up on Dr. Taylor's doorstep. She's going to be like, I've said too much. I've made a terrible mistake. No. That sounds so relaxing. Oh,
yeah.
That is some radical love. Okay, so the next question here. If you could jump into a little time machine and go back in time to, the period of time where you were feeling some anxiety postpartum, what is one thing that today you wishes that you could say to pre-recovery you?
I would say, Nicole, remember that you are doing the very best you can with what you have at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Everything doesn't have to be perfect. The goal is to have imperfect progress. That's what I would tell myself. Give myself some grace. That's what I would say.
Oh, man.
Imperfect progress. Yes. Yes.
I'm writing that down. That's why I'm being so quiet right now. My goodness. Yeah, honestly. Those are such wise words. I had a sticky note for a number of, probably 3 years on my computer screen. Something similar that my therapist said to me. She was like, Danny, just start with good enough, because it's hard to parent an adult and accept that, we don't know all the things and we don't have to do things perfectly. So,
yeah,
I love that.
All right. The most important question. How do you take your water? Bubbles, no bubbles, flavor, no flavor? Do you have an emotional support water bottle? I struggle to stay hydrated. This is why I ask.
Yeah, that's a very good question. And I do have an emotional support water bottle. I collect turtles, so I have a turtle water bottle.
Oh.
But the answer is with lemon and cucumber slices and a sprig of mint over ice.
Oh,
Lemon, cucumber, and mint.
and ice.
Over ice.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
That is my favorite combination. And so normally when I'm sitting out there looking at the water, if I'm not drinking my coffee, that's what I got.
Wow. Okay. That sounds good.
Well, way to stay hydrated. Dr. Taylor, if anything has resonated, I think a lot of things from today will have resonated with our listeners. If folks would like to get a hold of you, I know you mentioned getting connected with you on LinkedIn might be the best way. Is that the best way that folks can get in touch with you?
Yes, I would say either through PSI with the Psychiatric Consultation program, if they have questions about that, or through LinkedIn if they have other questions that may not be related to.
Sure. Okay, we will put your contact information in the show notes for folks who would like to get in touch with you. This has been so lovely. Emily, can you take us out?
I would love to. Okay. Dr. Nicole Taylor.
Yes.
First, thank you so much for sharing your story, for sharing all the things about your program in our special episode. It is such a joy to talk to people with lived experience. It's such a joy to talk to experts. And you are both.
You are all the things.
You are the ideal double threat in our world. So thank you so much for talking to us about all of it.
Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to the I Am One podcast. Check out today's show notes where we'll drop links to all the important things that we mentioned in this episode. Please consider sharing about I Am One on social media and following and rating our show wherever it is that you listen to podcasts. It only takes a minute of your time and, well, that'll help our collective mission of bringing resources and local support to folks worldwide. From everyone here at PSI, thanks again for listening.